When we came to this station, they were in real bad shape. Let me give you the history of all our stations, okay? So we come to New York, and I get hired at NBC. The reason I get hired at NBC is because it's an AM station, and it's so bad, the station, that nobody is listening. The only thing they have is like Imus in the morning, and the only reason they have Imus in the morning is because there's no other morning show on that competes with them. And the second Scott Shannon comes on with a real bad show, he takes away all of Imus's ratings.
That's right, his ratings disappear.
So they're in a panic. They hire me. I get them all the ratings. They freak out and fire me. And now I've got to find another job. So this station contacts me, the one we work for here in New York. They're in such bad shape. They bought the station. It was disco. The station had like an 11 share. All of a sudden, disco stopped being popular. Station, there's nothing left.
It was funny because they must have bought it the day before disco died.
Yeah, it was weird. And they paid like an exorbitant amount of money, like $11 million or something, or $27 million. Something outrageous at the time, considered outrageous.
Yeah.
I was at the
$8 billion. And the next day, disco went out of fashion.
And the rating disappeared. It was the #1 station.
I mean, I predicted it. I said, I know the station's popular now, but you think disco's going to be around forever? But I don't know. It was just like very, very, very popular for 5 minutes. And they bought it at its 5 minutes of popularity. It's like buying real estate in that Kobe, Japan, 2 days before the earthquake.
Right.
Kobe, or whatever that is. So, yeah, I just bought some real good Japanese real estate, prime area. It's what is it again? What the hell? Me no have house.
There goes my building.
There go building. There go expensive real estate. There it go. Money go bye-bye. We've got some system here. So, I got the most professional equipment here in the business. Papers flying all over the place.
Well, the coolest thing about working at this station, we were in another building.
Yes.
Was that it was, it was such a stronghold on disco that we were 3 years into rock and roll, and there was nothing but disco gold records on the wall. I remember there was like a Giorgio Moroder gold record on the wall.
Yeah.
And rock people would come in and they would think they were in the wrong place.
I know. Well, so then when this station approached me, they had, switched from disco to rock, and that went over real big. And,
couldn't even make a blip.
Yeah.
On the radar scale.
So they came to me, and it's always like a station that's really down in the dumps. And I prefer it that way because, God forbid, the pressure of going into a station that's successful and losing all their ratings.
Yes,
who needs that?
They were limping along.
Yeah, and also, it's an act of desperation to hire me because nothing else has worked. The entire...
There's nothing to lose.
Yeah, there is nothing to lose. The entire property now is worth nothing. You paid $80 million for it, and that's what I think it was. It was $80 million. It was the highest price ever paid for a radio station.
Right, now I remember.
Yeah, it was an AM/FM station. AM station was Spanish, and the other one was disco, and disco was lighting the town on fire. The thing was making money hand over fist. And disco went out of business. And I wonder if Tom Chiusano was at the head of that.
Yeah.
I think Tom Chiusano was here. He was the one who actually lost all the audience.
He was the new general manager.
Yeah, they brought him in, and he lost all the audience.
I have a correction on that. The guy that said that the studio looked like a cesspool, he wasn't talking about Phoenix. He was talking about this one because he saw it on the E! Show.
Oh, I see. You know what? And the E! Show makes it look good.
I know it does.
Because we put purple lights.
See it in reality.
There's no depth on the E!
This
Show.
is the worst-looking radio station I've ever worked at, including the one I worked at in Westchester.
Which was in a house.
Which was in someone's house. It was in their living room. This is maybe... I'm trying to think. I think even Detroit was a little prettier than this.
Really?
That was the house more room, that's for sure.
That was the house with rats, right?
Yeah, but it was big.
Come on, even your first radio station looked better than this.
Yeah, it was small, but it was at least a little bit charming.
Really?
This is a room that is... Where we work every day is so depressing. You'd want to kill yourself.
I can say that I've worked at worse radio stations.
Have you ever read that in Sweden... or Denmark, they have like 11 months of winter.
Yeah.
And it's always dark there. And people kill themselves. They have the highest suicide rate.
Sure.
Sweden, right?
Yeah.
This is Sweden.
We work in Sweden.
It's Sweden. I mean, it is the ugliest, most depressing, filthy, dirty.
It's like a used car. Everyone just keeps slapping their own bumper stickers on it. 'Cause, you know, every DJ puts their own personality up on the wall.
I know. And I hate that. I wish they'd rip all that down. Why are people at home? Do they put things on their door?
Yeah, they just stick things up.
Why does my house? This is where I spend more time here than in my house. I got to look at filth and garbage.
I worked at one radio station that was worse than this, but they made absolutely no money, and it was in a broken-down house, and you felt like you were going to fall through the floor.
But you can understand that. They made no money.
Yeah, but this station makes money.
Tom, were you here when it was disco?
I came here in January of 1985.
The year doesn't help me. I just got to know, were you here when it was disco?
He was here for 6 months.
Excuse me. I got here in January. The station had already begun its decline.
Oh.
Oh, so you're not taking responsibility.
Tom got here in January, and the format switched in July.
Right, July.
Wait a second. Tom took over in January, and then 6 months later, they dumped the whole format?
Yeah.
Yes.
But he's claiming...
Don't raise your eyebrows at me like that.
Nice job.
That they already had started to experience their decline.
The research was already being done, and basically the transition was already kind of committed to.
Why did you come to this station?
Who else wanted him? I mean, why did he come? So wait a second. So in other words, what you're saying is...
Because I was offered the job.
Right. So in other words, what you're saying is...
It's a great company.
That they bought the station.
I love my boss.
Yeah, we know. You should, believe me.
You too, Tom?
Yeah. So anyway, you're saying... that you come here, the station's the #1 station in town.
No. When I got here, the station was not the #1 station.
It had fallen so much.
Absolutely.
And it was your desire to make it rock?
When I got here, the
plan was to make it rock.
The plan was we were already talking about it. When I got here, the conversation about maybe changing it already begun.
Right. Okay. Very good.
Okay.
All right. So Tom just associating himself with that.
No, but you can't put that. You can't put that fall on me.
You got to admit, though, hiring me is an act of desperation. That
No. I think hiring you was not an act of desperation. Was a real smart decision to take advantage of...
But if the station had been doing well, I don't think they would have hired
I don't know.
me, right?
No, I don't know.
Really?
No,
the question, though, is what would Tom have done if they didn't hire you?
Tom would have been out of a job if they hadn't hired me.
I don't think so.
All right, fire the grease man. All right, thank you. Get rid of him.
I would have liked to have had at least a year for Tom to work his magic on the station.
Yeah.
To see what he could do.
Right. All right, go ahead, Tom.
Unfortunately, we came in and saved him.
Tom was against hiring me, believe me. It wasn't him who hired me.
Do you think that's true?
Oh, I know it's true. Very nervous.
Think you would interfere with the format?
Don't ask. Tom wanted to be playing a lot of records in the morning.
Tom was happy the way things were.
Yeah, Tom's happy. Tom's happy if he's on the golf course. What?
No, Tom absolutely,
you were dismissed.
Positively, no. Was 1,000% behind.
Really?
And for hiring you.
Were you?
Swear to God.
You want to be playing records, though.
I mean...
Yeah.
You believe the behind part.
Who knew?
Okay.
I mean, at the beginning it was...
I know.
But the idea was to play limited number of records, and as soon as it became apparent that what you had to say was a whole lot better than playing records,
okay.
Go for it.
All right, thank you, Tom.
Was that his decision?
No. Okay. All right, go ahead. He's rewriting history.
No,
go ahead.
I'm not.
No, go ahead. I'm kidding. Of course you knew. You're a visionary. Go ahead.
He's like OJ, 100% not guilty.
You want to do something? You want to do something smart? Fire the grease man.
What did you say?
When are you going to get rid of the grease man?
Can we not have that conversation?
Why can't we have that?
Because
everybody wants him gone. Let's take a poll.
Not have that conversation.
Let's take a poll.
No, we're not taking a poll.
And we'll go by the listeners.
I'm not participating in a poll.
Really? You don't care?
What kind of contract did he sign?
Yeah. What did you sign?
What does that have to do with it?
Did you sign away all of the station's money? All the money I'm busy making, you're going to give to the grease man?
Could you just leave the guy alone?
How long's he been on?
Oh, too long.
Yeah. 2 years?
I thought it was more.
Don't we have an option out at this point?
I'm not going to tell you.
Where's the jump off?
Go get his contract. Let's read it on the air.
Sure.
When can we get out of this?
When are we going to get out of this?
I'm leaving now. Now I'm leaving.
Were you stupid enough to...
Because I'm not coming back.
Were you stupid enough to sign a 5-year deal with that guy?
I love your sweater.
Tom was like, I know. Greaseman will be so successful. We'll lock into him for 10 years.
Oh, believe me, he would do that because he thought he was such a great talent. Remember?
Yeah,
he used to come in.
Tom's all upset because it was his idea to bring Greaseman to the station.
He used to come in and tell us, Greaseman's a very talented guy. This is before he got to the station.
And I used to say to him, you want my opinion? I don't think the guy's got an ounce of talent. And Tom would go, well, professional jealousy.
And I know Tom always felt that you couldn't really see through your jealousy. That you just...
Yeah, I'm no judge of talent. I have no idea. The guy's on the air going... I mean, come on. Give a break.
He would always say, I heard Greaseman say the funniest thing when I was in Washington.
So I went down to the and I understand Tom has little lunches, powwow lunches with him every once in a while.
Really?
And Greaseman sits there and does that voice. Him and his producer, Bill Scanlon. And the wife, Greaseman's wife.
Yeah, I heard she does the voice, too. They all do the voice.
They all sit down at lunch and start doing the Greaseman voice. Hey, I guarantee you. I can't believe that
Oh, boy. Must be so much fun. I wish I could go to one of those lunches.
I don't even know what he says. What does he say? What's his catchphrase?
I passed through it a couple of times. I don't even know. He's got like a bunch of words. Tom would know the answer. That all mean, sexual things,
Yeah.
I know that having one that I do remember is having an orgasm is I achieved a Shangri-La.
I achieved a Shangri-La. I wouldn't even mind if the guy said I achieved a Shangri-La, but he says it like this. I achieved a Shangri-La. I can't listen to that. I'm busy. I achieved the Shangri-La. And then what does the company do? So I bust my balls trying to figure out how to syndicate this show. Try to force the company to syndicate this show. Finally, we do syndication. It turns into a big success. And what do? They syndicate him. It's not bad enough they put him on one of the stations. They put him on all of the ones that I had to fight to get on. Shkabozas. And they put him on at night so that he can't screw up.
Because he screwed up anyway.
Yeah, because there's no one on against you at night. And he screwed up. And I told them that it was going to be bad. But they thought I was being jealous or something. I said, well, okay. If you want to read it that way, I don't care. Go ahead and prove it. So they probably signed him up, gave him all that money. And I remember the Greaseman was like... Greaseman had this whole big game plan. He was thrilled with it. I read in the trade papers. He was going to move to Los Angeles and do the show out of Los Angeles because he wants to also be in film and television work because he's going to be... When he hits the whole rest of the country, all of Los Angeles is going to want to hire him.
Yeah.
So they put him on in L.A., within a couple of months, they cut him back to 1 hour on the station at night because they realized that he was losing all the ratings. He was on the Mark and Brian station, so they had losers at night and losers in the morning. Two imbeciles who marry each other in the morning, and then an imbecile at night going, I'm going to do the Shangri-La.
So they had two anchors at the station.
Yeah, they had two losers.
Dragging them down.
Yeah, right. Mark and Brian, the two honeymooners. Their biggest stunt was marrying each other. And then so he went there. They put him on for 4 hours, and they had to cut it back to an hour, and then they just threw him off the station. And now no one in Los Angeles knows who he is.
But he's still out there broadcasting to the rest of the country.
Yeah, because he's going to be busy with that happening film career. So he wants to put that bloated muscle head in a film. For what reason? To go what? Is he going to use that voice in the film, or is he going to put on another voice?
He's going to act like a regular guy in the movies, or is he going to have that voice?
I guess Greg Kinnear beat him up for that role in Sabrina. A lot of major talents going through Hollywood. I guess the whole game plan fell apart when the audience didn't pick up on him. It was this close to being a major breakthrough. He was going to be the next big thing.
There's one little factor.
And Tom masterminded it. Because Tom's a mastermind. He knows talent. He recognizes talent.
He knows what's funny.
I think you're funny and he's funny. Well, thanks for putting me in the same sentence with the guy.
I think that Tom is a very good judge of funny.
Yeah, because he's a funny guy himself. In fact, I often believe that Tom can do this radio show. In fact, I've said to Tom, if you want to take over for me one day, you could.
Has Tom ever stopped you and told you a joke?
Tom, I would like to give you 5 minutes to do my show with no interruption. You can use Robin if you want. Robin, I hope you would be willing to work with Tom.
I would certainly be willing.
If you feel Robin encumbers you in some way,
Don't use me if I'm going to be a problem.
If you want to use Fred for sound effects or Jackie as a writer.
I know how you love jokes. Jackie would be perfect for you.
Jackie has some material on that. I'd like to offer you 5 minutes. What about it?
No, because I don't have the talent to do it.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You're being modest here. I think you do. I think you think you do.
You're not all of a sudden try feeding my ego. Where
no, I think it's time for the Tom Chiusano Show. Let me take a commercial break, and we'll come back and
to the Tom Chiusano Show.
To the Tom Chiusano Show. Would you like a show?
You want to hear my commentary on the OJ case?
Would you like to? Whatever you want to do. When we come back, would you like me? I will leave for 5 minutes, and you can do your show.
What's your latest joke?
Let him do it on his show.
Well, I'm just trying to help him prepare.
Now, let me ask you something. On the Tom Chiusano Show, do you want to work with Robin, or is she? A lot of guys like to work solo.
No, if I were to do the show, I'd do it with Robin.
Oh, you would?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. I don't know. And what about Jackie? Do you want to write her or not?
Absolutely.
You do?
And Fred.
Sure.
Right.
All right. Would you?
We want the best at my side.
Well, why don't you do this? I mean, I don't want to tell you how to do your show. Maybe you'll do a joke and your OJ commentary, and we'll give you 5 minutes.
Movies?
Anything you want.
Movie review.
Girls on the side?
Yeah, anything. You want a massage during it from a girl? I mean, you want to have some naked girls down here?
No, don't give him too much.
Gary, no.
Lesbian?
Gary, don't want strippers.
You work clean, I take it.
Well, no.
What if Tom gets fined by the FCC during his show?
Wouldn't that be funny?
Wouldn't that be ironic?
In a panic for laughs, he goes into some blue area.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Starts farting into the microphone. Receives the biggest FCC fine in history.
Right.
You want to try it?
No, not really.
I think you could try it.
This way you can tell us your jokes.
I think you do want to try it.
Why
don't you give it a shot? Why don't you give it a shot? What if this takes off? We'll replace the grease man with you.
Why does that?
We might discover a major
I guess Super Agent Don to represent.
Right. I mean, it could be a whole new. Just because you're 45 doesn't mean you're 47 doesn't mean your life's over. You could just have a switching career.
That's right.
All right. When we come back, I've got a feeling that you're up for this. Let me take a commercial break, and you'll do the Tom Chiusano Show. I'll keep quiet. All right after these words.
The most important radio show of the century, The Howard Stern Show.
What? I thought you were coming back with the Tom Chiusano Show. Just walking in the room now.
With the Tom Chiusano Show. Here's Tom.
All right, I'm going to sit quiet. Tom, you now. Go ahead.
Robin,
good morning.
Good morning,
Tom. Should I be pretending I'm kicking the show off? I've been this excited since my son let me lace on his hockey skates.
Oh, boy.
Really?
Wow.
Who are your writers, Tom?
Where's that moron Scott? Somebody's been messing with my microphone. I'm telling you, I don't care what they say. My levels are not right.
I can't work with a wannabe now. Come on, you got to do the Tom Chiusano Show.
All right, well, let's talk about you and me then, Robin. I think it's time that you came clear with your true feelings towards me.
Tom, you know how I feel about you.
Okay. Next topic. Hey, this is what's weird is looking over at him, looking at me, not saying anything. Okay, I'm going to turn this way.
Try not to look at him.
He can't fill 4 minutes.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Don't talk in my show. Did I ask for help?
What are we doing today, Tom?
Let's go to the phone. Well, you know what? I think we should start the show off by going to the phones.
All right.
Do you have a call from Phoenix? Oh, Phoenix, you're on the air.
Phoenix, our newest market.
Hey, I had a question for Howard.
Well, wait, you're not. This is the Tom Chiusano Show. What are you calling for Howard for, dummy? Call another show. Hang up on this guy. That's it. Let's go to San Diego. You're on the air.
Hey, Gary.
Gary.
Is this Gary?
This is the quality of calls I have to deal with. Can we go to New York?
Boy, you're hanging up on everybody.
New York, you're on the air.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Howard.
This is the Tom Chiusano Show. Let me.
No, this is the Tom Chiusano Show.
Tom Chiusano Show.
Yeah.
That's funny. I figured Howard might want to hear about the whole situations with...
Wait, did you call for Tom or did you call for Howard?
Call for Howard.
If you're going to call for Howard, I'm going to have to hang up on you. You're on the air.
Another call for Howard.
You're on the air. You're on the air. You're on the air. This is the Tom Chiusano Show.
Yeah, hello, Tom.
Yeah, good morning.
Good. What are you giving away?
What do you got that I should give you something for?
What do I have?
Yeah.
I always feel bad when Howard picks on you.
Yeah. Howard who?
The guy who used to work there, Howard Stern.
Oh, I mean my board op.
He's the worst radio show I've ever heard.
I told you.
I tell you,
you know what, Tom?
He's giving away our ratings.
I have a great idea.
Yeah.
Whenever Tom decides to make a suggestion about something on the air, He should listen back to this tape.
Yeah.
It's Tom.
And there's 3 more minutes to go.
Tom.
Right, yeah.
Greaseman sucks.
Yeah, thanks. Love you, too. You're on the air. This is the Tom Chiusano Show.
Hi, honey.
You're calling your wife on the air, Tom?
No, hi, Robin.
I told you never to call me at work.
Well, I'm calling you at work.
Good,
I heard you on the air. What do you have to say for yourself this morning on the
Wait a minute,
Tom
you called me. What do I have to say something for?
No, I called you.
Right.
So?
That's what I just said. You called me.
Well, it sounds like a better call than what you've had previously, honey.
At least he wanted to talk to you.
Well, I'll hang up so that you can get
No, don't hang up. Listen.
Well, I don't know if I want to talk to you.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know.
Why not?
Well, I'm not sure.
You talked to me last night. I was trying to go to sleep at 10 o'clock,
Yeah?
and you picked that time to want to talk to me.
Well, it was an important topic.
You want to talk about it here now?
No, I don't think so.
Now I'm interested.
No.
Robin, where's Howard? Would Howard go to the bathroom?
Howard's running the board.
Oh, is this the dump button?
I'm keeping quiet while Tom does his 5
Tom's
minutes.
doing radio.
Oh, hi, Howard.
So far, I'm asleep in my chair. No, I won't say anything else.
There's
I'm
really
sorry.
nothing to do.
All right, go ahead, Jess.
Okay. Do you have anything to say, honey?
No.
Okay. How's Tim?
He left for school this morning with all of his equipment.
Oh, good.
I know you don't want to talk about that.
No.
What equipment?
He's taking up a new sport,
What's that?
lacrosse.
Oh.
Tom's the only talk show host that doesn't want to talk about any of the topics his wife brings up. Because I know you don't want to talk about this, and I know you don't want to talk
I don't
about
want to
that.
talk about that.
It's a fascinating show.
Right, exactly.
Hey, I don't feel like talking.
It's a great family, let me
It's
tell
a
you.
talk show with no talk.
Yeah, it's like, Tom, you want to talk about this? No.
No.
Want to talk about what happened in bed last night? No.
No.
Want to talk about what we spoke about last night? No.
Tom,
I'm sorry, I'm making the show interesting.
Right. Excuse me.
Tom, I think you're supposed to be carrying the conversation.
Well, I know.
Is this going to be the hardest job in the world, right?
Do I have to hang up on you?
No, you don't.
Do me a
have
favor,
to.
honey.
Yeah.
Bang Tim's skates. I'm lonely.
You banged him skates
On the phone so I can hear the noise.
Oh, the ice skates. Oh,
Now we're dying here.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Got another minute.
I'm just reading what's handed to me, you know?
We're dying here.
Okay.
Not easy working with Jackie, is it?
Don't read everything he gives you. That's part of the secret.
That's the secret, man.
About every other word. It doesn't work.
Well, listen, I just thought I'd call in and see if...
Try to save him.
Try to see how he's doing as your first stint as a talk show host. It's really hard, isn't it?
You know what? I think we should go to more phones to find out just how bad I really do suck at this.
Oh, you really? Well, honey, I think you're just going to be wonderful. This is your big chance.
All right, thank you.
So go for it. And remember that, we love you.
Right, I love you too. Thanks for ruining it for me.
And ruining it. I'll talk to you later.
Tell her you're going to get a massage on the air.
Get a massage. No.
Gary, where's the naked girl?
Well, your 5 minutes are up, Tom. I got to tell you, it was the worst radio
How
I've ever
bad
heard.
was that? How hard was that, Tom?
You're not done yet.
I want reviews.
Oh, I see.
You're on the air. This is the Tom Chiusano Show. Wasn't this last 5 minutes great? Thank you. You're on the air. You're on the air. Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah.
Wasn't this great?
Is this the golf line with
Absolutely.
Tom Chiusano?
Need to know anything about tees?
I know everything about golf. I've been waiting for you for months.
Well, here it is. This is your big shot. Go for it.
Oh, listen, so what's your handicap, Tom?
6.
His brain.
That's what is it?
All right, Tom, you know what? I've had enough of
Jackie
your
writes
show.
me a better line at 6.
Yeah,
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Tom,
Okay,
let me just say something. That was brilliant. Next time you tell me Greaseman's funny, I want you to remember that you don't know.
You should walk around with this tape in a recorder.
Yeah.
You
I
just
always
hit the
tell
button
you you're the
every
funniest guy.
time.
That's right, and I've proven that. Thank you. All right, Tom. Nice job.
This is my big shot.
Yeah, that's right. You were terrific. That was the worst radio I've ever heard. Really. Worse than Imus. Seriously, worse than Imus.
You make
All right.
Imus sound professional.
All right, you're a little better than Imus.
Oh.
Right.
How'd it go? Did you?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Candy's out there.
Hallway Yenta. That was the longest 5 minutes.
I know. I thought it would never end.
Yeah. How did we get into that? I don't even know.
I don't know either.
It was a dumb idea. The Tom Chiusano Show. One day we got to do that for Jackie. He's waiting for his 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jackie, would you like 5 minutes to do the Jackie Martley Show?
Absolutely not.
Really?
Oh, stop it, Jackie.
Why don't you tell the truth?
I don't.
You don't really want to do the Jackie
I
one?
just saw what happened to him.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah, but you're a professional.
No, I'm not.
We should have done it the other way around, giving Jackie his shot first.
I'll do it after Robin does hers.
I'm not trying to be the boss.
That's right.
Oh.
Exactly. You've hit it right on the head. Again, you've seen it clearly. All right, very good.
I like my role.
Not like Jackie, dissatisfied with his role.
I'm the funny one. I
Let
put all
me.
the laughs in his mouth.
Let me.
How can Tom bomb for 5 minutes and I get the heat?
I don't know. He's not in the room, so who else are we going to yell at? Fred's like a wall.
You can't get through to him.
No. All right, very good. I want 5 minutes. Let me prove to America that I can do it.
All I need is 5 minutes.
If I get 5 minutes, Howard's through. Then everyone will realize who the real genius
That's
is.
right, they'll realize where the laughs come from.
Yeah, real laughs. Real laughs.